Thank you very much for visiting my channel. If not difficult, like and subscribe to my channel to always be aware of events. Thank. The Russian soldier accused of castrating a Ukrainian prisoner of war in one of the most horrific war crimes of the entire Russian invasion has been pictured. He is believed to be a 39-year-old fighter with the pro-Vladimir Putin Luhansk armed group Bryanka SSSR. Another unit with a notorious reputation for violence and brutality, members of the group have been pictured proudly giving Nazi salutes. Ukrainian sources including Mirat Vares allege the castrator is from Kalmykia, a Russian region on the Caspian Sea. It is thought he worked as a repairman in the regional capital Elista and has criminal record in Russia related to overdue loans. Ukrainian MP Inna Sofsan, who tweeted the sickening footage, said the war crime must be punished. Russia has to pay for it, she said. Give Ukraine the weapons we need to stop this nightmare once and for all. The world can't pretend like this isn't happening. He was recognized in a Russian state media news report showing Luhansk forces and Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov's fighters checking the ruins of the Azot factory in Severodonetsk. Online sleuths quickly worked out his identity from watching the sickening video and matching his distinctive black hat, bracelet, uniform and insignia. The sickening footage in question, which Mail Online is not publishing. Other videos showed Russian troops taunting him and appearing to make a telephone call to his wife. Late last night, shows a group of men wearing Russian camouflage pinning a soldier in Ukrainian fatigues down and using a box-cutting knife to remove his genitals and then hold him up to the camera. A video emerged showing the soldier being shot in the head before his body was dragged through the streets on a rope. It is unclear exactly when or where the footage was taken. But the perpetrators were seen in the state media report in June. The sickening act, which was shared on Russian social media, was confirmed as genuine last night by Arik Tola of open-source investigators Bellingcat, who have uncovered a number of crimes committed by the Russian state. Tola said the footage showed no signs of editing or manipulation. He suggested it was possible to identify the attacker through to same broad-rimmed hunter's hat and bracelet, as well as the same uniform and insignia that he had worn in the Azot news report. The outrage across Ukraine at seeing one of their defenders mutilated and executed in such a manner was widespread in a country that has endured 5 months of Russian troops committing war crimes on their soil.